A few weeks ago, we did a rebuild where every recruit had to be over 6'5". Now I would like to do the opposite. The tallest we can have on the team is 5'9". Again, our coach will be level 20 with the fastest upgrades just to allow us to get the best possible players that are of course 5'9" or under. I also randomized the team and we got Maryland. So 30 matches found. This is across the entire nation, remember. We do have a couple of 5-stars, which is pretty interesting. Is there anybody interested at all? We have no interested players. Is Maryland notoriously known for tall people or something? I guess I'm just going to try and pick up as many players as I can. There's a lot of really short cornerbacks. There's also some positions that we are not going to be able to get. So for example, Jerome Nelson might have to be one of our O-linemen. There's quite a few fullbacks. They're not very good. Even if we get a power running back, I might have to like slot that guy in. That's it? Oh man, this is going to be impossible. Jeff Pendleton has to be he's not a quarterback. So now we just don't have one. Well, running team it is, I guess. Okay, this guy's pretty good. He could probably be a decent O-lineman. How tall is Jerome Nelson? 5'9", 222. I might even convert this punter into like an O-lineman and just have him work up from there. So there is a grand total of 24 players. Even though it said that there were 30 that are 5'9" and under, only 24 of them are even considering Maryland. First off, the athletes. This guy's a running back. This guy's also a running back. The secondary by default is pretty much already done. There's only 2 players on our entire board that are 71 and above. Unfortunately, there's nobody that's 5'10" and above. That's the problem. Jerome Nelson, I have to get. We're pretty much going to have to make, like I said, this O-line out of fullbacks or power backs. But the thing is, I would rather get them as early as possible. 5'9", 234. This guy's a fullback. I'm going to get him. He's only 49 overall. So at O-line, he probably drops below 40, if that's even a thing. 5'9", 207. Welcome to the O-line club, my dude. 5'9", 230. He's a middle linebacker, which we do kind of need. He could also go to O-lineman, theoretically speaking, though, right? And let's get a genuine cornerback as well, because we don't have any corners. And then we might as well get the punter, because I don't want him to play punter. But it should be interesting to see what he can do. I also have to win games here, because I really need to get insta-commit, and that's not going to help. I already went to week 3, because that's kind of what we just do naturally. And then I realized there's nobody to add. I did also realize that Casey Sanchez is the 3rd best player in the class. We have the lead on him, so even though we're only recruiting 5'9" and under, there's a chance we could get a top 5 player. Yes, a win. We just beat up a group of minors. We got locked out by the fullback? No way. Can't even break back in. We do have a chance here for insta-commits. The problem is I just don't see it. There we go. We got Brian Hunter. We're not going to be able to get Anthony Lee. That's okay. It just sucks that so many of these players are JUCOs. Like, I've never had more JUCOs on my board than this. You know what? I'm just going to put all the JUCOs at the bottom because I'm trying to avoid them. Okay, we have 5 on the board in total, and we only have 21 players. That's a lot. Oh, wait, hold on. We're going to bring the 3rd best player in the nation in versus Clemson. Well, that's a stupid decision because that's a loss. I also know that Maryland is in the Big Ten. That's not really what this experiment is about, though. I don't care what conference we're in. Can we build a natty winning team out of 5'9" players and under? Excuse my profanities, but this class is so shit. There's no chance in any universe that this team is good enough to win a natty. I refuse to believe it. It's not happening. Just looking at the talent on the board, it's a big no from me, fellas. Well, there goes 3 out of 3 insta-commit. Next year's going to be a bit better. The talent also needs to be better, so I'll do better if you guys do better. We don't have the lead for Leo Williams anymore. Oh, wait, that's not even the guy that we wanted, though. It was Casey Sanchez. Well, we got him at least. I think we are going to be a run-heavy team. Then I realized, is the O-line going to be any good? And before you ask, yes, we are going to play at least 1 game with this team to see how stupid this team looks on the field. Okay, so we got a bit of a tough choice here. I kind of need all 3 of these guys, but obviously I definitely need Leo Williams. He's going to get 12K, no doubts about it. In fact, I'm just going to go 13K and then 1K into the other 2. He's one of the 2 only people that are 71 or over, so I need him. Okay, we got him. He's a running back as well. So we do have 2 really amazing running backs. Will they have good blockers? Probably not, but that's okay. That was surprisingly the 35th best class. We had 2 5-stars, 1 4-star. We did really well. If we are lacking at a certain position by the end of the season, the computer will auto-generate people. For example, defensive end. You can't get a 5'9" defensive end, but the team needed it. So they went ahead and signed 2 6'6" guys. They will be cut and will not be on the final team. We are but without a doubt becoming a run-heavy team. Casey Sanchez and Leo Williams leading the charge. We don't have a quarterback, but that's okay. We'll get there when we get there. What will this fullback do at offensive lineman? He's not bad. He genuinely is like a 47. I can't believe I'm getting excited over a 47, but that's where we're at. He's going to left tackle. And then I know we signed some beefy middle linebackers. Well, a beefy middle linebacker. This guy's a beast at defensive end, bro. 72 overall. He's going to defensive tackle. A 5'9" defensive tackle. We signed 4 cornerbacks that aren't JUCO. Now, who's the heaviest of them all? It's Joseph Young. He doesn't make for a bad linebacker or defensive end. You know what? I might just convert all of these corners over to middle linebacker. Cornerback is really easy to get, so we might be making our team up from cornerbacks. That would mean at this point we have Joseph Young, Josh Johnson, and all of them are 5'9" or under. So that works out really well. The linebacking core is technically done. I'm going to move Albert Lee to free safety. So that way, one of the safeties is out of the way. We also signed this punter, 5'9", 205. I'm going to start making this guy a quarterback. No, that's stupid. Actually, you know what? I am going to make him a quarterback. And if he doesn't work out, I'll change him. Not a bad first year. Is this team going to be good? Probably not. Then again, this also kind of just comes down to RNG, doesn't it? It is time for year 2. Please, good RNG, fellas. 43. We have a middle linebacker, and he's good. We have a genuine strong safety. That's going to work out well. We have a 3-star fullback, and he's balanced. 5'9", 250. That's an O lineman. JUCO junior, can't get him. If he was a JUCO sophomore, I could get him. Unfortunately for us, it looks like a lot of other schools might be after them. USC, Ohio State. Come on, guys. You don't want 5'9" players, do you? I need them. We also have 3 out of 3 insta-commits, so if we have the lead on anybody, that'd be really good. 78 for Stephen Parker. That's really good. All right, Landry, Stephen Wright, without a doubt. Don't really need the running backs. If they're like 250 pounds, sure. A kicker wouldn't be bad. Strong safety, Brad Hollis. Just straight up need a strong safety. Fullback, definitely need Stephen Parker. He is another O-lineman for us. We should try and make up the entire O-line this year as well. Okay, this would be a really good start if we could get some cheeky insta-commits right out the gate. Anybody. Anybody I got points on, I'm down for. Seriously, anybody. I got nobody. Somebody just committed to Texas A&M. Are we serious, boys? I think a bunch of people just committed elsewhere. Because we have no recruits, but we're down to like 3,500 points. Okay, the punter's gone. Stephen Wright's gone. He went to A&M. Adrian Sands is gone. Man, I really needed him. Same as a lot of these players. Like, look at this. Just going down by 700 on most of them for fun. Cool. So much fun getting 3 out of 3 insta-commit just to get trolled and not get anybody. Fluff me, man. Surely I am deserving of a insta-commit. Just one singular there we go. See, all you got to do is bitch and the game will eventually give you a player. Little bit of bitching never hurt anybody. So overall, I have a feeling that this class is going to be even worse than the last one. Okay, we got a 72 overall running back there. That's fine. That can work. Oh, man, I forgot. What if players decide to leave, though? Ooh, that's going to be tricky. I really hope nobody decides to leave because I can't do anything about it. Okay, this is a really big week for us. We have a bunch of recruits. Probably like 12 or 13 all coming in for this Virginia Tech week. And this could really make or break us. We got pumped, as is tradition. Okay, that is pretty much it. Everybody's maxed out on points. Everybody that's left. Everybody also has a scholarship, so now it's in the NCAA God's hands. We have a 70 overall, nothing like last year. All of the 71 plus overall players signed to big schools, and you know, the Georgias and the Alabamas and the LSUs, leaving out the poor little Marylands. Look at that. Oh man, we just need to get Alex Wilcox and Ryan Landry. Still in a battle. We did sign everybody else though, which is so good to see. Nobody left. So moving some players to positions they shouldn't be playing and being like 50 overall, they still are deciding to stay. Think about it. That Holy Cross guy signed with us as a punter. Next thing you know, he's being told he's a backup quarterback. So I need both of these guys. I think we just got to go a clean 7,500 into both and just hope that we can get them both. And we got both. Let's go. No 5 stars, only 4 stars. We dropped down to a 3-star prestige, 42nd best class. Wow, the computer only signed 1 player that wasn't 5'9", and that was the quarterback. But too bad he's not playing. That's going to Holy Cross, my dude. We have Jeremy Whaley, who's 5'9". He can play running back, but we don't really need that. You know what? Jeremy Whaley is going to be our free safety. We got Hollis at strong safety. That means that Wilcox can just straight up stay at cornerback. unless he can play something else well, which he can't. So George Grady, linebacking core is done. Really need defensive ends here. I need my O-line done this year. We got George Grady, who's 5'9", he's a 50 overall end. Our right end here. We have ADT, Marcus Woodard. Okay, so the D-line is done as bad as it is. Ryan Landry's a really good defensive end, but I think I need him at middle linebacker. So I'm just going to have to switch some of these guys to O-linemen. I'll at least do the ones that weigh the most, like the chunkiest ones. Well, at least they're starting early. And if we get them in now, they'll start progressing. So, but we don't have a quarterback. It's going to have to be Holy Cross. I can't believe I can't find a quarterback, but that's just the darn truth right here. Okay, let me look at this left tackle, see what's going on with him. He went up +4, so that's not bad. 3 to pass block, 2 to run block, 2 to impact. Holy Cross went up. He didn't go up at all. Oh, that's bad. All right, this year is going to have to be a banger. Unfortunately for us, a 53 overall isn't really going to do a lot for us. 47 matches, that is a lot of freaking players. We have more linebackers. That's kind of good. Some running backs here, hopefully power backs. An athlete would be really good. We haven't found many of those, but hopefully he can go to quarterback. Balance back my ass. 5'9", 209. You're a freaking O-lineman, my dude. Is there any just straight up fullbacks on the board? There's one. He's a blocking. Okay, that's really, really good. I need this guy. Looks like he wants to go to Hawaii. I'm not going to let that happen. All right, starting off pretty hot. Raymond Payne going to go down instantly. This is... Ooh, Marcus Darby. Bruh. He's a speed demon as well. The only problem is we don't really need running back. Again, not going to be a quarterback. Matt Ball is also not a quarterback. Then again, he has 43 accuracy. I might try and slot him a quarterback and just see what happens. Year 3 was a pretty average year overall. Whilst we did have the best attempt and the best players available to us, unfortunately for us, just like year 2, most of them signed to big schools like Georgia, LSU, and Alabama, leaving us with the scraps. We also finished with a 3-9 record. Let's mainly have a look at our rushing stats here. So Casey Sanchez, as a freshman redshirt, put up 1325. Leo Williams put up 598. Both of them with really solid averages. They just need to get better. I think the offense is fine. And this is probably the worst year it's going to be, because this is the worst our players are going to be, if that makes sense. So next year should be a little bit better than the next year. A little bit better. You get what I'm saying? You're 6'2". Ew. 47th best class. 3 4-stars and 10 3-stars. We are getting better and better, but with the players that just left, I feel like it's going to go down from here. The team is done, and it's not looking great, but it's probably the best that we're going to be able to do. Now I just need the running backs to really go up a crap ton here. Both of them went up a lot, 88 and 88 for both running backs. Both look really solid. Rick Newman goes up to a 53 at fullback, so that's going to be kind of nice that final year. Wide receivers are all really bad. 55 for our left tackle. The O-linemen just aren't going to go up. They just don't have the intangibles for it, I guess. Holy Cross also not going up. How have we not found a quarterback? So let's go ahead and just get the running stats as high as we can. Kind of fine with this. It's not the best, but it's definitely the best game plan for us. And then for Derek Odom, I mean, anything and everything. I need every major stat just upgraded as much as I can. Let's get the tackling up. Catching, I don't care that much for. So mainly we just have to look at the running backs this year. Playbook is set up to pretty much just be all run. We don't want our quarterback throwing it at all. That was by far our best season, considering the circumstances. 8-5. We're safe for now. One more bad season, we're out of here. Edwards barely got to pass the ball. He finished 4th last in pass yards. 18 touchdowns, 1 pick. That worked out really well. A lot of the players still aren't starting yet, so it's a little bit difficult to really gauge how good they are. Ryan Landry did start. He had a couple sacks, some TFLs. Joseph Young was a left outside linebacker, if you remember. We got him year 1. He had 3 interceptions, so not bad. Like, the players are starting to produce a little bit, but they're the best of our defenders, you know, which is kind of bad. Casey Sanchez up to a 94 as a junior. Leo Williams up to a 93. These two are going to have to carry us. As you can see, we still have some seniors that are here. Quite a few, actually, because our team is that bad. Marcus Woodard is up to an 83. Holy Cross went up to a 44. It's about time he started leveling up, the bastard. Sanchez going to have to do the bulk of the carrying. 98 excel, 92 speed. Got to be Sanchez. I just quickly want to check what overall we are. So 83, 83, 87. For reference, last year we were 88. McBride not getting involved again, but this year is his last as a starter. 14 touchdowns, 8 picks. That's great. Running stats, though. Casey Sanchez, 1,700 yards. Leo Williams helping a little bit more this year, Still a bit over 2,500. We did improve in that aspect. All right, there goes a bunch of high 80 and 90 overall players. We are just stuck with the trash cans now. Casey Sanchez a 98. Leo Williams a 98. So these two didn't quite hit the 99. With coordinator boost, they will, which is fine. But most of these players will be starting. Marcus Woodard is starting. Ryan Landry is starting. Okay, so we're kind of like a mid-pack team. I'm hoping at best we are just simply able to make a bowl game. If we can make a bowl game, I think it's pretty successful. Stephen Holycross is going to get the start at a whopping 48 overall. And we have a 65 fullback, so hopefully he can get it done at blocking. So it's agility, strength, and excel. Or awareness. I'm going to go the awareness. So the team is done. Are you guys ready to see the absolute trash we're about to unveil? We are a C+ overall. And obviously we're not that bad at particular positions, but there's just some that let us down so much. Holy Cross is up to an entire 48 overall. Our running backs, one of them being an All-American, is going to have to carry us. Pete Jones is up to a 65. David McCoy, Joe Lester, Willie Manson, and Shannon Payne are all respectable. Not great, but they're not bad. Tight end is a 52. Our left tackle, our best O-lineman, is 65. Our left guard is 45. Our center is 40. Right guard is 40. Right tackle, 40. Left end is George Brady, who's 64. Right end, 60. Our best player on defense is Marcus Woodard, who is coming in as an 88. Our left outside linebacker, 74. Ryan Landry's up to an 87. His backup is an 82. And the right outside linebacker, Brian Hunter, is 80 overall. So, unironically, the linebacking core is the strongest part of this defense. Cornerback, Alex Wilcox, is up to an 88. Byron Richardson, 81. Ron Moses, 76. Keith Russ, 74. Jeremy Whaley, who is an All-American, is an 83, and Brad Hollis is a 79. This is the team that we are planning to do as well as humanly possible with. I'm actually going to go to week 14 just in case we don't make a bowl game. We start off with an absolute pumping from Texas. All right, well, this will be a good comparison to see where we stand. Bowling Green is typically pretty bad, and it's going to be a close loss, okay. 33-35, okay, it's still bad. Like, I don't think we've won a game yet, if I'm being honest. Yes, Virginia actually fell to us. BC was ranked 16. We just beat them 42-35, so our running backs are putting up good points here. 3-8, so no bowl game for us. Very lucky for us that we stopped here. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to see this God mode team on the field. Think about it. You're a 5'9" guy and you get put at offensive line. That's pretty unfortunate. But the last thing you need is you commenters trashing them. They did their best, and we went 3-8. I'm happy we won a game, if I'm being honest. Our first win was against Miami, a conference rival, funnily enough. Our quarterback did not do a lot. He threw a pick. But Sanchez carried us 236 yards, a 7.3 average, and 2 touchdowns. Our backup helped him out quite a bit, 6.8 average. That's what I'm talking about. Our next win was against Virginia. This was a rivalry game. We really wanted to win this for obvious reasons. Our quarterback threw it for 38 yards. He tried his best. Sanchez carried us for 180 yards, Williams with 81. 5 touchdowns between the duo. Holy Cross threw a touchdown in the Boston College win, which is pretty impressive. Cheeky 250 yards, 4 touchdowns for the squad. And this game was actually pretty nice from some of our players. 11 tackles, 7 solo, 2 TFLs. Davis got a sack. Normally there wasn't really anything here. But Wilcox got 2 picks in that game, so claps to him. We're a bit of a meme team, so 3-8 versus 3-8 here. I'm so proud of the meme team, man. We did so well. Oh, the O-line is going to look hilarious. Oh, God, they're all so little. They don't look that little, but when you kind of go across like that, they look so miniature. It's actually kind of... Oh, they got right through. Sanchez gets stopped. Not going to lie to you. 5'9" doesn't appear to look too little out here. Let's try passing it. This is definitely something we shouldn't be doing. But it's a dot. Holy Cross threw a dot. Can you believe it? Back to the same play. I guess we like this play, don't we? It's another dot. Oh my God. Holy Cross isn't even that bad. The crowd is also really small. Not small as in our players' height, but not a lot of people want to see 2 3-8 teams go at it, apparently. They're just not very fast throws, but they are throws nonetheless. Look at that. That's another dot. If it's 3rd and 10, yes, I am going to jump in. But I kind of want to see what this team is made of. Maybe even Manson down the middle here. Dude, can I fit that in? That's a dot! that? Holy Cross with another laser. If you did not see the entire process of this team being built, came into this game and saw how Holy Cross is doing, you would assume that was an athlete, that was a quarterback. There's no shot that you would think anything. We are going to look at the stats after this game for the season as well, by the way. I want to see how bad our offensive line got dominated. We can't run it. I can't run it. We're not going to score. On the simulation, I'm sure it probably works fine, but when you play the game physically, the O-line just gets obliterated instantly. So it's going to have to be Holy Cross that gets this done. There we go. Look, he's wide open. That's a dot. What if I went to halftime? How bad would we get destroyed here? We scored. Oh, look at the D-line. Woodard's our best player at middle linebacker there. Oh, sorry, defensive end. DT, I should say. Okay, bunch of little guys. Didn't even seem to matter. I think our coach kind of looks like a gnome as well, doesn't he? Just like a human-sized gnome. The only thing I can't help is the return. So I don't know if there's any players that are over 5'9" on the returns. I don't think there would be, but you never know. Williams down the sideline. He's not very fast. He's got little legs, remember. He's got 12 from 18, 140 yards. Considering we simmed quite a bit of this game, I'm pretty surprised and happy with the result. Like, he's not missing any passes. Holy Cross is going to have to throw another laser here. He doesn't really have a laser lined up anywhere. Holy Cross, the punter's going to take off and he's in. He can do it all. He's a legend. Oh my goodness. Are we going to win the last game of the season, even though these guys are way better than us? You know what as well? One thing I forgot to mention is that the OC and DC buffs come in right here. So we just forced a turnover. We got an intercept. So all of our players, unlike the general sim, are all buffed right now. We're up 28-21 with 1:33 to go. They only have one timeout left. Even though we're getting dominated, I think we won the game, fellas. I need one of... Oh, well, look at that! I hiked it and they were just in the backfield instantly, bro. If Holy Cross gets this first down, we just win the game. That's it. We can run out the clock a little bit more here. I need max time off the clock. I like our one. Is it a dot? He didn't even go for the catch. There's 5 seconds left. You got to think they're going to just throw it deep here. And if I were them, I would probably just put all of my tallest receivers out there. I mean, they do look a lot taller than us. Just our team in general is really little. Okay, that's a really short pass. We got the pick. We won, boys. What an underdog story. Our free safety, 5'9", nobody taller than 5'9", is able to win 4 games. So one thing I will say that was successful about that season is we didn't get fired. We threw for 1,150 yards, 4 touchdowns, 8 picks. Poor Holy Cross. Sanchez picked up 1,900, 13 touchdowns. That's definitely going to be enough to break the record. Leo Williams was 714. Receiving end was kind of meh, but I'm surprised that quite a few people got over 100 yards. Blocking was surprisingly okay for a bunch of players that were 5'9". Nobody let in more sacks than Pancakes. Let me repeat that. Not one of our 5'9" O-linemen let in more sacks than Pancakes because simulation works a bit different. Tackling, Ryan Landry was our best, 87. Where's Woodard? All the way down here with 38. I guess he was a defensive tackle. Eric Davis led the team in TFLs by quite a lot. He also led the team in sacks. So Eric Davis very well was our defensive MVP. And the most craziest thing of all of that is that nobody got drafted. They will probably, for the rest of their life, be buddies, but none of them will be that buddy that got into the NFL. I do believe that the running backs would have been drafted, even though they were 5'9". Deuce Vaughn got drafted, and I'm pretty sure he's around that height himself. But fellas, that's going to wrap up the 5'9" and under rebuild. If you made it this far in the video, you are the real MVP. Hope the rest of your day's awesome, and from me personally, I'm out. Peace.
Sometimes I wonder, can I breathe right underwater? Sometimes I wonder, can I speak in outer space? Sometimes I wonder, can I call upon the thunder?